Welcome everyone to your weekly energy forecast. So first of all, I'm just going to bless my cards. Dear angels, saints and spirits of the divine white light, please bless my cards and give me clear insight. So mote it be. So this is going to be another intense week. So just as last week and this week are what everyone's been saying is going to be the most intense fortnight of the year. Hopefully. We can only hope. So there is a lot going on during this week, a lot of hard aspects, so it shall be a very challenging week, but being forewarned is being forearmed. So anyway, let's start with Sunday. So we have a Jupiter squaring a Uranus. So this is another hard aspect with Jupiter squaring off Uranus, which is the planet of surprise, synchronicity, electricity. So this really does feel like, and when I was meditating on it all, it is like a tinderbox. So this is that energy of what I was actually envisaging of an elevator shaft. And this is a story. When I did a occupational health and safety thing, it was we went around to the hospitals, and in this particular elevator shaft we had a look at, there was a whole heap of rubbish and things that had fallen down the elevator shaft. And because it was very dry conditions down there, and also right at the end of the elevator shaft, obviously, was the basement, and people would go and smoke down there. So all that needed to happen was like a little ember or something, a spark, to get into that underneath that shaft. And there would have been just like a tinderbox, like a hole. It would have just gone up. And that's what I was envisaging for this time period as well. So just the tiniest spark could set things off. And with Jupiter being there in the mix, it is just going to expand it even more. However, there are big turnarounds, which are possible. So the possibility of things turning around, doing complete 180. So again, with that Uranus there, you don't know what's going to happen. And again, with Jupiter as well, and that square is a hard aspect. So it could be very surprising, obviously, and it might be for the best. We don't know. I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to pan out. But that's what's going to be happening on Sunday. Then midweek, we have a Mars conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So now this is going to be pretty full on as well. So Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018, and it'll be there for a few more years. So Uranus is all about change, innovation, electricity and inspiration, and the planet of surprise, as I've just mentioned. Mars is all about passion, confidence, new direction and independence and freedom. So this is a very fast-moving energy, almost impulsive. However, with it being in Taurus, which is slow and grounded and patient, so the advice would be for this energy is to listen, use compassion and be grounded. Also think before you speak. And where is that intention coming from? Really look at that. Is it coming from the ego or is it coming from love? that is always a good thing to try and be mindful of before you speak to someone, because there is going to be it's very impulsive, it's very quick energy, there are going to be lots of quick conversations, and this is a time actually for quick decision making. So in that way, in that sense, it'll be good. So people will be decisive, not so much of an indecisive energy. But again, it has that potential to go off, that spark. So just watch what you say. It could start arguments, but like I said, if you watch and think about what you're going to say before you speak, would be the best remedy for this kind of energy. So yeah, at the end of the week we have another square with Mars and Jupiter, and also the Sun conjuncts Saturn. So this really is going to be a battle of the wheels, okay? Because, like I said, Mars is in Taurus, and Taurus, the lower vibration of Taurus is being stubborn and digging their heels in. And with it squaring Jupiter, this is just going to expand that as well, because Jupiter is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about free thinking and basically standing your ground as well. So with these two energies clashing together, it got the potential to go off. So yeah, so that's what I'm really seeing at the moment. So also with the Sun conjuncting Saturn, this is going to bring up insecurities of self, and this energy will pass, but yeah, you'll be able to feel that as well. So if you're feeling a bit insecure, just know that that's Saturn putting that restriction on you, and maybe that self-doubt is going to be creeping in. Am I worth it? That kind of thing. But also other people will be feeling that as well, and they could very well be in their ego. So it is a very fiery time, and like I said, and because with Uranus, it's got that electricity, and it's got that potential to spark and to make something huge out of nothing. So really be careful with these energies playing out. Anyway, let's see what the cards have to say. So on the we're going to do Monday. So Monday, we've got the King of Pentacles. Now that is that Taurian energy, and that is what we really do need to harness, and we need to harness the higher vibrations of Taurus, which is all about being slow, grounded, and patient, okay? So those are the higher vibrations of Taurus, not to be in the lower vibration of Taurus, which is just stubborn, bullheaded, and just not listening, just cutting people off. That is really important, especially with Mars being in there as well. So on Tuesday, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now this is a very withholding energy. This is people, this is the miser card usually. So it's hanging on to your resources, doing that kind of thing. It could also be advice as well though. Because of this impulsive nature, don't go out and spend impulsively on big ticket items. This is the time where you might feel the need to go and do that. Make sure you get opinions, second opinion, third opinion, before you drop a whole lot of money onto a big ticket item. Especially with these energies as well, you're likely to regret it. So just be careful, and maybe that is what that card is telling you, to hang on to your resources there. So I would say that is a very good energy for Tuesday. On Wednesday, so this is when we have that Mars conjunct Uranus and Taurus. This is the 10 of Swords. So this is the ending of a cycle. It is also maybe feeling backstabbed by other people as well. So it has that energy of people, stabbing you in the back. So that's what I'm really feeling with that energy as well. Yeah, it's just, again, swords is thoughts, and non-clarity, and I can see that with me. How I interpret the swords is if it's down, it's not total clarity. You don't have all the information there. And again, you've got the owl there that is looking there. So use your wisdom, use your intuition as well, because like I said, with these energies, with that insecure energies coming through as well, you're more likely to be feeling that way on Wednesday. Maybe take that with a grain of salt and be patient, okay? On Thursday, we've got the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is usually depicted in the original tarot as the soldier in the church, and he's going, he's laying down in his coffin. This is a time of going inward, be introspective. As you can see in this card though, she's very defensive. So it looks like she's pregnant. She has a sword in her hand and she is ready to use it. She feels backed up against a corner, and this is the energy again that you could very well be feeling on the Thursday as well. Try not to be defensive with this energy. Again, try to go introspective and think about things and use that patience, okay? Really, really try, because it is a time for patience this week. Then on Friday, we have the Four of Wands. Now, this is a beautiful energy. Finally, we've got some passion there. We've got stability. It is something that's going to come together. It is a building of a solid foundation. If you can get through all of this week, you're doing fine, all right? And then, like I said, hopefully for the rest of the year, that's the most intense energies that we have to go through. This really is the closing out of a cycle, though. So the Four of Wands, it can be focus on your passions again. Maybe go out with friends, talk to friends, that kind of thing. People of your soul group, your soul tribe. That's what I'm really seeing, and trying to build on that passion and build from that solid foundation. Then on Saturday, we've got the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords, there's a lot of swords in this reading, as you can see. It's being trapped in your head. It's overthinking. It's being blinded to the truth. It's thinking that you have no other options. When you do, you've got a multitude of options. As you can see, she can step out of this prison, self-imposed prison that she has got herself into. She's got one foot in the water, which is indicating that she's in her emotions, but she's also got one foot on the ground. So try to be grounded. That is this message that is coming through again and again and again. That is what I can see. And wait for clarity. Again, use your intuition, use that wisdom as well, and the melding of those two. So your intellect and your intuition as well. And then on Sunday, we have sorry, I can't see that. That is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, again, this is the patience card. If that isn't synchronicity, I don't know what is. It's again, it's saying, you know, it's somebody that's planted their seeds, they're growing. You don't want to pick it before it's ready to be harvested. It's asking you to be patient. It's asking you to be grounded. As you can see, it's Pentacles as well. So it's that earth energy of being grounded. As you can see, it's the grass. He's standing there and being very, very grounded and very, very patient. And that is what this energy really is enforcing us to be this week, if we want to avoid any hassles. So now I'm going to pull some advice, some more advice, as if we didn't get enough already. I think that's pretty clear to me. Really just be patient. Again, step into the high vibrations of Taurus, which is to be patient and be kind and compassionate as well. That is what I'm really, really seeing here. Right, so we've got 13, financial constraints. Again, that is what is highlighting this Four of Pentacles to me. So it is telling you that maybe there are some financial constraints for you. that, you know, people are a little bit constrained financially. That also feels very Saturnian, Saturn, which is constriction of finances as well. But it's also saying to maybe to constrain yourself with your finances. Now is a time to start saving. That's what I'm really seeing as well. So with it being in Taurus, it is about finances as well. So Taurus is all about pentacles, pentacles being money. So hang on to your resources, hang on to your finances. So that's a bit of extra advice, which is fantastic. But yeah, and I think I'm just going to pull out a colour card and see what we need to be meditating on for us while we're in that patient mode and trying to be grounded. Oh, beautiful. This is turquoise. It says awaken your empathy. Oh my God, love it. So that is a 3 and a 6, which is a 9. So it is coming to the end of a cycle as well. But yeah, we really need to step into our empathy. And this is the other thing too, when in conversations with people as well, we really need to be able to look at both sides of the, you know, of the coin, see where the other person is coming from, and not just be stuck in the ego and wanting to say, no, I'm right and you're wrong. That is not the way to be, especially this week. And yeah, that's honestly, so let's see what it has to say. Awaken your empathy. Turquoise inspires use of communication with feelings, builds confidence in your abilities, connects you with your intuition, and awakes your empathy. Turquoise makes ancient wisdom available and can provide a sense of connection to your inner mastery. Hold something turquoise to awaken your empathy for others. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So when you empathize with people, you let go of judgments and place yourself in other people's shoes. Allow your spirit to soften and receive an opportunity to support, encourage, and inspire others. Holding something turquoise, a crystal, some material, or a flower to remind you of your ability to help and empathize with others. Then tell someone who needs to hear it. Tell them that you care about them. The biggest way to prevent disease is to show others that they matter. Say, I can now place myself in other people's shoes and talk to them from a place of love and compassion. That is absolutely beautiful message. So with that, I hope you do have a fantastic week. Like I said, try to be patient, try to be grounded, try to use your empathy as well. Focus on the turquoise rays. And with that, yeah, just remember that you are a star. So let your light shine bright, and as always, love and light.